G'day, I'm Charlie Pryde and welcome to my YouTube channel, Pride of the Villages. Well, it is noon on Wednesday, the 28th of September, and we're awaiting the arrival of this guy, Ian. Ian is currently coming ashore in the Fort Myers area as a Category 4 hurricane with winds actually approaching Category 5. Anticipated to stay on a track across the state in a northeast direction. So what does the Weather Service say about Ian's anticipated effects on the villages, and how does the community and us as homeowners prepare for that? So Ian's projected track is starting to look like Hurricane Charley's track of 2004, although meteorologists are saying that some effects like storm surge on the coast will be greater. For us in the villages, we are currently under a tropical storm warning. Watches and warnings change over time. Watches are given 48 hours out and warnings 36 hours out. We were previously under a hurricane watch. Now we are under a tropical storm warning. So where we are at in Sumter County, we can expect potential for wind from 58 to 73 miles per hour. Potential impact to roofing and siding materials. Obviously, any mobile homes that border our villages are more susceptible to damage. Preparations for the mitigation of Ian's impact started days ago in the villages community. The villages community development districts send out email notifications to residents subscribed for them, and I would highly recommend that residents subscribe. In the initial notification, it highlighted the closure of 7 golf courses in order to move water from one area to another to increase capacity of catch basins during the storm's heavy rains. This is common practice throughout the villages, as levels of catch basins are monitored and irrigation systems run even during the rain to ensure that water levels do not exceed capacity. Second is the mention of the requirement to remove the gate arms. The gate arms have breakaway bolts, so that when the arm is struck by a vehicle, it does not either destroy the controller box or the vehicle itself. However, these arms have to be removed by the community watch if sustained winds are 20 miles per hour or higher. Thirdly, the recreational department will start preparing the facilities for shutdown by securing items such as furniture. There will also be a notification on facility closures. The district administration offices and the indoor-outdoor recreation facilities closed at noon today. Also, the executive golf courses closed today. Last but not least is the notification provides phone numbers and websites for the 3 county emergency management offices. These offices' websites provide a wealth of information on storm preparation and actions during and post-storm. Moving on from community preparation to preparations of our household. Living in Tampa for 14 years prior to moving to the villages, we weathered several hurricanes and tropical storms. Thankfully, we did not live in an evacuation zone while in Tampa, nor do we have to be concerned about that here in the villages. However, over the last several days, counties along the coast have initiated mandatory evacuations, and this was evident on I-75 going north and I-4 heading east, as these interstates were heavily congested. As part of hurricane preparation, it is always recommended that your vehicles have a full tank of gas, just in case. Here in the villages, residents also made sure they had a full tank of gas in their golf carts, as evidenced by this line in the Marsh Bend fill site. Jennifer and I also ensure we have some disaster supplies on hand. There are plenty of recommended supply lists on the county websites. Water is always a must in cases we're flying off the shelf at both BJ's and Publix this past weekend. Besides having supplies, we also remove anything around the outside of the house that may become damaged by the high winds or become a flying projectile. So in the front, we moved any planters out of the wind. We also removed the flags and lowered the pole. We also removed our sign from the lamppost. Out back, the barbecue, hose bib, and our lemon tree, which is in a pot, were moved into the lanai. So we are prepared for the storm, and based on previous experiences, I expect post-storm a lot of debris. I have a big oak tree in my backyard and expect to have a pile of branches and Spanish moss to clean up at least. This will be common throughout the villages. Expect debris on the roads and the paths. Also, because of the ground saturation and high winds, we will likely lose some trees as we did during the last tropical storm. Now, the community districts do a great job on cleanup. This downed oak tree, actually it was 2 downed oak trees, was removed and cleared up within 2 days. Notification on debris collection for residents has gone out by the community districts. Additionally, there is a notification on garbage pickup where some services may be altered, obviously during the storm and post-storm. I would also anticipate some flooding based on the amount of rain we get. Previously, some golf courses and golf cart tunnels have been flooded. Water will rise in the nature preserves as they are designed to do so, and it always seems that the birds like this. So that concludes this video. Hopefully you found it informative, especially if you're a new resident to Florida and the Villages. Be safe during and after the storm, and we'll see you on the next video. And that video will be on a more happier experience.